What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Nia Martin. Hope you're all doing great. So yeah, we lost 2 points to Palace. We lost two vital points, points that were supposed to win, points that were supposed to gain. This game was supposed to win this game, and it was one of the games that I thought we could win. We've beat Palace in the last 14 consecutive games that we played against them. When I saw the stats just leading into the game, I was like, this is a jinx, because every time we see stats like that, Chelsea, this opponent hasn't beaten Chelsea since this long or that long or whatever it is. They always manage to get something over us in that particular game. And I was worried going into this game, especially after I saw that stat. And yeah, the 15th attempt, we couldn't beat them. We drew. I'm happy we didn't lose at least, but we drew, and we shouldn't be drawing against Palace. I mean, this is their first point that they've gained in the season. Again, it's playing us. They lost their first two games, and this is the first point that they've gained. And I mean, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. I know we have a new team. They are trying to um find some chemistry between them. They're trying to find some synergy between them, but playing against Wolves, when we played against Wolves, granted, Wolves were not at their best when we played them, but still, playing against Wolves, we were so, like, the cohesion was so good, like the fluidity was so good, like the way we were playing was just excellent. Yes, we had some lapses in defense, which is something that Maresca has to address, especially in this game. We had some issues in defense, but we were so good going forward, attacking wise. We're so good going forward. I don't know what happened in this game. I don't know why they didn't replicate that in the first half. Yes, there was a little bit of that. The first half were dominating quite a bit earlier on in the first half, actually, before leading up to the goal. And Madueke was doing very, very well on the right side. They couldn't handle him. They couldn't stop him. He was doing very well. I mean, he was breaking those defenses. He was dribbling and getting to the box. He had two chances. One, he played wide, and one, Dean Henderson saved. I mean, that was a very good save from Henderson. And he could have gotten two goals at the beginning of the game because of how he was playing. And throughout the whole game, he was one of our best players in the game, because he was also falling back to defend too, which was something I really liked seeing. And then when he had to attack, he was also pushing into the attack. But the second half, I think sometimes he was doing too much. Sometimes he was trying to take on players more than he can. Sometimes he take on two players when he has to relay the pass. He doesn't relay the pass, and he tries to take another player on and loses possession. And we're doing that a lot in the second half. In the first half, leading up to the goal, Madueke was brilliant. I mean, he took the ball from our half, very good break, and he found Palmer, who passed it to Jackson, and Jackson had an open net to just slot it in. Very good goal from us. I think Henderson couldn't reach that pass, and Jackson scored his second goal of the season, and which was good, which was very, very good to see. I mean, we've always been asking for a striker who can score goals. Jackson seems to be scoring goals. He seems to be on that trajectory. But so I was thinking that, okay, then we didn't really need to bring Osimhen. We didn't really need to bring Ivan Toney. And then the second half, he was messing up in the second half. Second half, he had some really good chances where I thought he should have scored. He didn't. He got a one-on-one chance getting the end of the second half. He messed that chance up, and yeah, I mean, we could have scored from that. We should have scored from that. We could have taken the lead from that, but he messed it up. We have problem finishing. We have serious problem finishing, and it wasn't just him. We had issues from different players in terms of finishing in this game, and I I just don't know what the solution is. I just don't know what the solution. Do they need to be drilled more in finishing? From training, we see them scoring goals all the time in training. We see them finishing different styles of finishing in training. I mean, I know it's training is a low pressure situation, but still, you guys have the ability. So why is it when you get into the game and you let the pressure influence your decisions and you start being indecisive? I just don't understand that. Yeah, so the second half was completely dominated, not completely, but was majorly dominated by Crystal Palace, and they got their goal in the second half to a very good shot from Eze. And that also came from the defense not being able to clear their lines. They were not able to clear the ball on time. There was a shot that came in that just fell on the path. It was blocked by one of our defenders, and then it fell on the path of Eze, who killed it brilliantly around Sanchez to get their goal. Eze was very good in this game. He was one of their best players in this game, probably their best player in this game, because he was everywhere. He was in their defense, was in the attack, he was everywhere on the pitch. He was doing very, very well. Palmer today in the second half wasn't really his best because he was losing possession to quite a bit. He was also doing the similar thing that Madueke was doing, trying to take on more than he could. And some of his passes too, his long range passes too, were not finding their targets, man. I remember one the end of the game where he didn't find, he was trying to find Corella and he couldn't pass the ball accurately to reach him. So yeah, he was also having issues in the second half. Enzo wasn't the best today too as well. His passes, even in the first half, his passes were not too good. Second half was worse. And yeah, I think our one of our best players was Madueke, and then Caicedo was also very good in the midfield. He was also winning balls, he was making interceptions, he was getting good passes in, and yeah, I was impressed with how Caicedo was playing today. And Neto too on the wings was also good, but again, second half he wasn't really doing much. Modric came on later in the game, and yeah, you could see that he was adding more to the game. I think he created chances for Jackson. Nkunku also came on, also created chances for Jackson, and I just don't understand why Jackson sometimes misses these chances. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you complain a lot about Jackson, and then he scores a goals. He scores goals, and then people say, "Oh, you were wrong." And then when you think you want to stand by him again, and then he goes to do things like this. He had a one-on-one chance where I thought he could have scored, and he didn't. He didn't score. He missed the chance, and so we suffered. We really suffered. There were some issues in the game where I thought the referee wasn't also on our side. I thought Kamada should have gotten a yellow card earlier in the game. The way he was making certain tackles, he should have gotten a yellow card earlier on. That would have slowed him down and made him more careful. The second half, he didn't make tackles like that, but in the first half, he was making a lot of reckless tackles. And then the big one was Will Hughes. Will Hughes was already on a yellow card, and then he he pulled Cole Palmer back, and the referee didn't give him a second yellow card. I don't know why he, like, these kind of things. As a Chelsea fan, it's expected, but still, it still marvels me when these referees clearly show that they have an agenda against Chelsea. This is a second yellow card offense. I don't know why VAR doesn't get involved when it's a yellow card offense. They should be checking these things because they want to make sure there's accuracy in the game, accuracy in decisions. So be checking these things. If you see that the yellow card is second yellow card offense that has to be given, you should tell the referee. You should caution the referee. But the referee was there just standing behind the whole thing. He gave a foul. It means he saw what happened. He gave a foul. He saw what happened, but he didn't. He didn't give the second yellow card. I just don't understand why these referees are just openly showing their agenda against Chelsea, which is not the best. And Enzo Maresca also was asked that question at the end of the game, and he said that yes, this kind of decisions could have changed the game, and it's annoying. It's very, very annoying. Very, very annoying to see sometimes. I don't want to blame the entire thing on that second yellow card because, like I've said, our performance today wasn't the best, especially in the second, wasn't the best. So, but these kind of things sometimes either motivates Palace to do well and it gives them the upper hand, or gives us the upper hand because their player has been sent off, so we now press more. Once they've escaped it, they will now want to also press more and get a goal or get something out of this game. So yeah, it was not an inspiring game from us. It wasn't a very good game from us. We should have done better with this game, and the games we have up coming up, it's not, they are winnable games. They are games that we have to win. And yeah, so there's an international break coming up, and I'm hoping that when the players return from this international break, we just start winning games. We just play as a unit, as a team, so that we don't lose games that we're supposed to be winning. So yeah, that's been it for my review. Let me know what you think about the game in the comment section down below. Is there something that I missed? Let me know about it in the comment section. What do you think about the goals? What do you think about the second yellow card offense that wasn't given? Let me know everything down below. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. And if not subscribed yet, kindly subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. If you've watched this far and you like what you see, give the video a thumbs up, and it also helps the channel a lot. So until next time, stay safe.